Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Cupid Parasite, and we're about to start Raoul's route. Hey, see, he's right there on the screen. I had to get that out fast, so before he disappeared. So we're starting our new chapter, well, our new game, so we can start Raoul's route. So we're going to be doing a lot of skipping in this part. Yes, keep our same name. I'm very excited about this because I'm not normally in love with the himbo, and yet I am. I guess we can. Okay, hold on. Maybe if we stop now, can we do a choice? Haha. You couldn't do that when the first line. It's like you have to read at least the first line. Thanks. Okay, so we're gonna skip through because the first chapter, the second chapter, the third chapter looks like there are new choices. So. And remember, we save a file, do a save file before we get to the test. We have to remember that, so I don't. The only thing about this is it's all just a black screen for a while the game is skipping behind the scenes probably, and you're like, anyway. I have to if I want to earn that promotion. And then we skip to the next choice. Ha 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 ha, Gil, oh my god. Do you have issues, Gil? The answer is yes. Are you struggling with work or something? And he's like, I'm struggling, I love you. Yeah. Gil's just really easy to pick on. I do like Gil, don't get me wrong. I've enjoyed all of our love interests so far. None of them are my favorite like Raoul for some fucking reason. I don't even know. Don't let me down, game. I don't know. I think it's just, he just amuses me. There's just something charming about him. Again, I'm not normally, like, there's always something charming about the himbo, but you're like, yeah, but like, no, I'll pass. Like, I love you, but like, not like that. But this time I'm like, no. Sold. Must be middle age or old age creeping in on me. No, that shit snuck up behind me, slapped me upside the face, and won't leave. But, you know, I don't know. Anyway. What about Cupid? This company's named after him, right? As he asked, he had a big goofy grin on his face. We have to make a different choice here, so I might as well read this. Compliment yourself despite the embarrassment. Let's see. I think Cupid might be a really amazing goddess. One that's doing her best to help people fall in love. It was really embarrassing to compliment myself, but even though the description was pretty ambiguous, his eyes lit up. We've just won the heart of this himbo, and I love it. Goddess? So you see Cupid as a woman? And what's your reasoning for that? Look at him. He's so adorable, and he's just so excited about his mythology. I just love it. I don't know what it is. Huh? Well, because I stopped myself mid-sentence. I had to remind myself that in the human realm, Cupid is generally portrayed as a young boy. Do you remember that painter William Adolphe Beauregard? Beauregard. I had to stop for a second. I'm like, Beauregard. That painting of Cupid kind of looks like a girl, so I did one of those ego searches I learned about a while back and found a painting of Cupid. Raoul put his hand to his head, seemingly impressed. This is like fate. I never imagined I'd meet a girl I could talk to about stuff like this. Oh, I love you so much. You can talk to me about anything you want, and I'll just be like, I don't understand, but like, you're cute when you're excited. I feel like I'm like Marlin in Finding Nemo, and he's a little turtle, and you're like, you're cute and all, but I don't understand what you're saying. Huh? Hey, what do you think of this? He suddenly pulled out some kind of book. Is this the Satyricon? So you're familiar with it? You really are amazing. Listen, you should come with me to the Mythological Society today. Well... Scholars think this was written during the reign of Nero. We're going to talk about how mythology was viewed in his time. I'd love for you to join us. I'm afraid I'll have to pass. I still have a lot of work left to do today. He kept getting more and more excited, and I did my best to calm him down. I know we've already read this part, but I feel like we're in here, and I just want to hang around him a little longer. I gave him back the book and his script, but he was crestfallen. Well, that's too bad. But it's okay. We'll be seeing each other a lot more for my research, right? He looks so sad. Why would you do it? You broke his heart. Hug him. Oh my god. I can't wait to hear your interpretations of the rest of the 12 Olympians next time. See you then. It's like he's like, oh, that's really sad. But we can talk later, right? Smooth swings. Maybe that's just how I'm reading him, but I really feel like that's exactly what's going on with him, so. Raoul gave me an energetic wave and left the room. And just like that, he's gone. And I'm sad. Okay. I love him. I love him so much. I think it's just how excitable he is. You're like, it's like a little puppy. It's kind of cute. Like, I don't know. Again, it's never usually my thing, but I'm... You know what's funny? We never add the, should I be happy I scored above a 55 at least? Maybe that's an Alan answer. I have to admit, my skin does feel softer. I'll just go put on my makeup. Because he sprayed me in the face, and now I look like a wet raccoon. Thanks. I'm not using waterproof mascara. God. Oh, whoops. That's right. I forgot we have to make a choice. I don't know why I just keep thinking, like, imagine the faces of your other members. Ha 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 ha. Bye, Alan. You're next. Look, Alan's hot. Don't get me wrong. But Raoul has just won my heart. He's just kind of goofy and adorable. All right, let's save here. Excuse me, Clara. Shut your fucking mouth. Clara, shut up. There we go. I was like, why? I'm kicking the X button and it's not working. These were our... Okay, we have to save here. Data saved. Yep, that's our save one. Raoul. Okay. Try the test. Oh, we have to answer no to every... Okay, we basically answer no constantly. Okay. Thanks for your help! Oh my god! Okay, let's just get in here. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. 14 questions. If it's a yes, check the box. I get it. I know how to do this, Clara. Shut the fuck up and let me do it. Clara, shut up! I've done this 3 times. Okay. No. 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 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8. Everything is no. No, 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 no. 9 is yes. When he asks about your plans or tries to get too involved, do you find yourself trying to distance yourself from him? Yes. That seems more like a yes, Gil, leave me alone. But anyway. 10 is no. We're similarly attractive. No, I definitely don't think I'm as beautiful as Raoul, but... No, no. Everything is no except for 9. Okay. X is end. I should get Ludus. That's it. Yep, that should be it. Oh my god. Yep, there we are. Ludus. A type who sees love as fun. This type prefers a short-term relationship over a longer one with a single person. But how are we going to get married to Raoul if he wants a short-term relationship? I'm not into that, Raoul. That's a negative for you. Points away. Oh, but you know, he's going to fall in love with us and be like, I never wanted a long-term relationship until I met you. And then I realized, you would have been missing all along. I know, I'm really good with myself. I'd be a really good boyfriend. Loving for fun. I haven't experienced one, so it's hard to picture how that difference looks. Did that ring a bell? You're a player, too. How many guys have you made cry? No, I have... Ow! Did you just bite me? What the fuck? Just, like, flew over and bit me. Was that your claw? I'm sorry, but, like, what the fuck? Was that just your long-ass dagger toe, or did you just bite me? That wasn't nice. That wasn't nice at all. Hi, I'm sorry. You can come back. Just don't bite me. I didn't mean to scream at you. I'm sorry. I did you look scared. He's like, you don't love me. I do love you. I do love you. I love you lots. But, like, don't bite, you nasty brat. What you doing? Okay, fine. Don't come back. Fine, don't come back. I don't want you to come back. I don't want you to come back. I don't. Oh, you want to check the other types? Stop checking. Okay. I forgot. I was like, we could have just clicked through that, but that's whatever. No pain, no gain. Now we got to skip through like another whole chapter. Thanks for your help. It's all part of the job. Hey, Shelby. I miss you a little. But we're in Raoul's route, so I don't miss you that much. A little, but not that much. Yes! Now we get to date Raoul. Are you excited for this? I'm excited for this. Are you excited for this? I'm very excited for this. How excited for this are you? Are you like freaking the fuck out? Just kidding. Picture all 5 of their faces. There's our beautiful boy. Why? For some reason, I was like, why is there only... I was like, wait, I can't count because I was on Raoul and I was looking at the 4 around him and I was like, are we missing someone? Yes, Raoul, right in the middle. Perhaps Raoul. Makes sense since he's a Sillywood actor. Aren't you worried there'll be a ton of commotion over this? No, because no matter what I do, he's just going to want to talk about mythology in the end. Oh, are you well versed in myths? I like how Clara's is just acting like she don't know. Oh yeah, I actually have a relative that's way into them. Huh, so that's why he thinks you share a hobby. Well, good luck. There's nothing wrong with his hobby. It's not weird. I might not know a lot about mythology, but like, it's a cool hobby to be like, okay, yeah, no, you could talk to me about it. Cool. I'd be interested to listen to you. You could go on and on. You could know all the ins and outs and every little nuance of outer space, and I'd be like, no, I'm really here for this. But like, if it's like, oh my god, let me talk to you about football. No, do I have to? Like, okay, I mean, like, it's great, but like, do I have to? If it's sports related, like, mythology, okay, sure. I'll listen to you talk for days about your hobby because at least I won't be like, oh my god, kill me. There might be a point where you're like, okay, I've had too much. I need you to stop. But that's like any hobby that you don't get that other people are really excited about. You're like, I don't get it and I can't absorb this much information. You know, but if it's a hobby that doesn't like make you want to cry, like being obsessed with mythology, okay, cool. If he's like, let me talk to you about flat earth. Okay, I'm out. And I'm out. But anyway, I better change him sooner than later so we can have a proper date. You really care a lot about the Parasite 5, huh? Well, I am their managing advisor. Plus, this is my big chance to get a promotion. Okay, so this was all the same. So I just wanted to make sure before we skip. To case number 3. New chapter. Ooh. That's exactly why Gil turned into the Lovelorn Parasite. Hope you're up for a fight, Gil. It's like, why is she... I mean, yes, but also, like, they bring Gil up in every single thing. I think it's just because that's the end, the last line before the thing. It's just weird that it stops there. Anyway. Raoul Aconite. Thursday, 10 a.m. The birds are chirping. Mine is shrieking. Today I'm going out with Raoul. We're meeting at the sidewalk near the Parasite house. To be honest, I'm a little nervous. Raoul's a Sillywood star, so no matter how troublesome he... I'm a little nervous. Raoul's a Sillywood star, no matter how troublesome he could be. Wow, I don't know why I can read that. Because I can't read. We know this. I can't imagine how things will go today. Will there be glitz and glam? Or will we have a star-swept romance? Either way, it'll probably be something big. We're going to, like, a museum or, like, his weird, like, mythology society. Like, I don't understand why you don't get that. She's like, it's going to be glitz and glam. We're going someplace romantic and celebrity full of... No. You're going to a mythology con. He probably brought you a unicorn costume to wear. I'm just saying. Like... I don't understand. She needs to, like, figure out her expectations with who she's talking to. Come on. I was waiting at the location when I saw Raoul come running toward me. And she's going to be like, oh my god, I love your shirt! I love your casual outfit. It's amazing. Look at you. It's just so bright. Your sunglasses, man. Look at you. You're so put together. I love it. I love a man with flair, and that's serious fucking flair. That is like blinding. You're wearing the sun as a shirt, and I love it. He probably could have come in anything and I would have liked it, but I just love this. I love it. It's just... All right, bravo. I expect this from Ryuki because he's like a designer, so I expect out there and over the top. I'm like not disappointed, but like... I'm just pleased. Anyway. Sorry I'm late. Oh no, it's all right. Thanks for coming out today. I was looking forward to chatting with you. I'm always looking forward to chatting with you too. This is how I feel now. Wait till we get to the end and I'm like, I hate him. I can't stand him. That will break my heart. It'll disappoint me. I want to get to the end and be like, I'm gonna miss him so much. Anyway, this is so like a date. He's hiding his face behind a pair of sunglasses, but it only makes it more obvious that he's a Sillywood star. So I look like a Sillywood star if I wear my sunglasses? Nice. Cool. Let's head out. I've already prepared things in advance. Raoul took my hand and started walking. His movements and mannerisms seemed so natural and cultured. And he, like, took your hand. He doesn't just, like, let's go, and runs. And you're like, what? Okay. I remembered my dates with Gil and Monsieur Essay. I was quietly impressed with how suave Raoul was. Well, I mean, Monsieur Essay sent Owen to take you to a pool. That was probably the worst. Gil, I don't remember. Why don't I remember Gil's date? But, like, Gil is, like, so obsessed with you that you know it's going to be, like, over the top. You're like, you need to simmer down a little bit. And, like, Ryuki was like, we need to make you better looking. Slightly insulting, but I did enjoy the shopping. But, like, I mean, you can't really go any place but up from Shelby's date. I'm sorry. I love the man, but come on. And I love Owen, but come on. Anyway. She's impressed now, but she's going to go downhill real fast. And the surprises just kept coming. Raoul took me to his private jet. But he has a private jet. Wow, we're soaring. You keep looking outside. Never been on a biz jet before. Oh, never been on a biz jet before? Of course not. Most people don't have their own personal plane. Oh, yeah? He's like so confused by that. Sweetie, you weren't born with a jet. You bought one. Like, there was a point where you didn't have one and you thought everyone had one? Or were you a child star? Or were you just that dumb? He's like, well, I didn't have one for like the first 20 years of my life. And then I got one and I just assumed everyone had one because I had one. Like, I forgot. Like, I just feel like it's just him being kind of stupid. Anyway. Anyway. Oh, yeah? Well, that's the only way to live. You can sleep when you want, and you've got plenty of privacy. Raoul was relaxing on the seat as if he were on a couch at home. He's a Sillywood star through and through. Does he live on this plane? I'm 100% sure that lots of girls would find themselves breathless up here, but for me... Being up here makes me feel like I'm closer to the realm of the gods, and I can't get enough of this feeling. He's so cute. Look at the little, like, just look at his face. I love it. Oh. Did he say gods? Raoul leaned over like he usually does. Question. Do you think the gods dwell above or live below? Well, I mean, if you're talking... I mean... Like both? Huh? Well, probably above. That's not necessarily true, because what's face lives below, and the why in the world, because I'm distracted by Raoul. I can't think. Oh my god. Hades, that's what I'm thinking. I was like, I'm trying to think, like, why can't with the name is not coming to me? Come on, I should know this. We watched Kamigami no Asobi, and it was Daisuke Ono, and the best character ever, and just such a beautiful, brooding, moody little bastard. Oh, I love him so much. But, like, I don't know why. I mean, he lives in the underworld, so, like, kind of both, lady. Of course, I've already known that. Celestia is beyond the clouds, casting a shadow over the human realm. Well, no wonder why we're all fucking miserable. Took our sunshine. I knew it! I completely agree. Still, there's plenty of myths where the gods dwell below. In fact, there's theories, too. For example, we've got Agartha? Agartha? Anyway. Then Avalon, and of course, the underworld. And they say that gods dwell there, but I'm not sure. Hold on. Hades, where the fuck do you live? Oh, no. Then there are theories that the ends of the earth being their home. Tirnanog? Is it Tirnanog? Tirnanog, right? Isn't that Irish? Or like Celtic? Or am I crazy? That's what it sounds like. I don't know, anyway. Tirnanog's another amazing one. He's going to come up with words, though, that I can't pronounce, so that's going to be fun. Uh-huh. He's all about the land and the sea, but as someone who knows that the gods are high above, all I could do is simply listen. Then there's the theory about outer space, especially the moon. You know how you can't see the dark side of the moon no matter what? That's quite the coincidence. That's why it said the dark side is home to the gods. Take the moon goddess Diana's stories. Raoul is himself, as always. You could probably walk away and he'd still just keep talking. Once he starts talking all things myth, he can't be stopped. So I listen passively while looking around his private jet. She's not even listening to him. But again, I don't think Raoul cares. He just thinks he told you, and you're like... And if you were like, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening when you told me that 3 days ago. Could you tell me again? Okay! He wouldn't care. He wouldn't care. We'd just give him another excuse to talk about it. So, you know, it's okay. Wow, this is pretty amazing. Looking at everything around me, I stopped caring about his impromptu mythology lecture. Raoul still has that light in his eyes as he talked with his hands. Seems that now he's going on about weather and the gods. Traveling by private jet so luxurious, I wonder where we're going. I kind of almost wish with voice acting on that he was just, and they were just mumbling in the background. You could just hear him going on and on. If we're flying, it must be far away. I pondered the destination while nodding along to Raoul's continual lecture. Oh, we're going someplace that's associated with gods. Wherever that might be in this world. 7 minutes later, the jet started descending. We've arrived at some sort of heliport on the roof of a building. The destination is... Cupid Core? It's going to be not that far away. The Lost York Art Museum? We were at the art museum located on 5th Avenue. He used a private jet just to go from 1st Avenue to 5th? Thank you. Didn't we not take a private jet to get to the fucking park when we went to that wedding? I don't think we were going very far. Do we not remember that? Maybe we haven't. Oh, we haven't gone there yet. That's in the next chapter, but... Wouldn't the subway have been much better? I thought about pointing that out, but Raoul flashed me a bright smile. Okay, look. I'm a maximalist. I love having lots of things. I have a car with a V8 engine, so I'm not like, oh my god, Earth. But, like, you know... Like, I do understand that, like, I have, a big negative impact. But, like, there is an extent where you're like, that's just excessive. You took a jet to go 4 blocks. Your carbon footprint is, like, just fucking astounding, Raoul. Like, I am not, like, an eco-warrior. I admit that. I am a terrible person. But I at least can recognize that I am not nearly as bad as Raoul. Like, holy shit, bro, what? There's, like, you know, oh my god, are you going to, like, across the ocean and you're gonna take a private jet? Fine. Sure, yes, you're gonna use more fuel and all that crap than, like, if you've gone on a commercial airline. But, like, but you're not in the same city. Like, come on, what the fuck? I mean, I guess to him, the private jet's no different than, like, well, I mean, like, I could have gotten in my car and driven, but, like, still. There's the, like, her. I'm taking the subway to go 5 blocks, or walking it. Okay, good. I'm using my car. I mean, you're kind of like, you could use the subway. Or, I'm using my jet. What the fuck, bro? At least all of us are the what the fuck, bro group, so, just saying. Anyway. We're on a date today, so I don't want anything to come between us. Plus, people would start approaching me on the subway. You know, well, I suppose so. Still, it might have been fine to go by car. Whatever. I can't ignore how fun soaring through the skies was. I thought about enjoying our museum trip, but then I realized something. The museum was empty. I told you we were going someplace like a convention or something, or the museum. Yeah. So, like, she was like, we're gonna go someplace glitzy and museum. I mean, I knew I had expectations. My expectations are on par here. Huh? There's no one here. I thought this art museum was a popular spot. He booked it out. Oh, yeah. I reserved it for the entire day. I do just love how much money this man has. I mean, that's a plus for me. Like, I do not have that much money, so someone with that much money is like, I mean, I wouldn't say no. Reserved it? And there's bodyguards here, but they'll leave us alone. Bodyguards? I follow Raoul's gaze and notice some men in black. While still in shock, someone who looked like the curator of the museum came out and bowed to me. You must be Raoul Arcanite. We've been awaiting your arrival. Yeah, that's me. And thanks for doing this. Or like you paid. Of course, sir. It's our pleasure. We hope you enjoy your visit today. I mean, here's the thing. If they think, oh, we're going to sell like 1,000 tickets, and he's like, you're going to sell 1,000 tickets? That cost how much? I'll double it to book the museum. They're like, all right. They're not losing money. But the person who came to New York City or Lost York and was like, today's our day on our trip and our itinerary, and we're going to the museum, and I can't get in. What? That's disappointing. The curator bows once more before leaving. I've never seen how Raoul acted in public, so I quietly observed. He really is a Sillywood star. Yeah, and he knows it. He may be kind of a himbo who's totally into mythology, but, like, this bitch has money. Like, and he knows it. Raoul's more famous than I thought. I didn't realize it due to his constant mythology obsession, right? If pointed out, I'm sure he'd have no problem finding a partner. The problem is what sort of woman he wants to be with. Raoul's goal is not getting married. Instead, he wants to learn about love. Finding his preference is key here. At the event the other day, he mentioned wanting someone built like an ox. He meant that in reference to mythology, not literally. Still, that makes things difficult. While I was wondering what to do, Raoul smoothly wrapped his arms around my waist and tugged me close. Oh, hi, suave. Hi. Oh, okay. I looked up and saw him smiling brightly at me. And there's something I want to show you. Let's take a look around. I like how he's just like, whoosh. Hi, come with me. And you're like, ah, what? Like, she's oblivious, but like, imagine that you were like a Raoul stan, right? Kind of like I am right now. But like, just in that you're like, oh my god, he's so amazing, he's so great, he's so wonderful, he's like a hot celebrity, so sexy. And then you find out he's an obsessed nerd. Like with the mythology thing, you're like, there's some people would be like, oh, that ruins it because they just want this hot action star. I don't know. I'd be like, I love you more. You're like super hot. You're rich, which helps. Not gonna lie. I mean, I don't want someone who's just rich. I want someone that's got the full package. But like, rich helps. I'm not gonna lie. If you have money, that's a big ass fucking plus. Okay, you know. And you're just such a fucking nerd about your chosen like hobby, and I'm like, I love that. I don't know. I love that. I find it charming. Like, Raoul, you're kind of like the whole package. You're a little stupid. Like, I feel like you're a little bit dumb. You're definitely the himbo. But, like, it's okay. Not, like, sometimes that's a little bit better than, like, you're still good at your job, which is acting. Okay. And you're really smart when it comes to mythology. You're just a little clueless about everything else, and that's okay, sweetie. Especially about how you don't take a plane to go 4 blocks. Just like, it's all right. We can fix him. Like, The arm at my waist was reassuringly strong. I can tell he's comfortable doing this. Well, yeah. He's got, like, other celebrity girlfriends, a new one a week, you know? I thought he was more of an esoteric enthusiast, not an esoteric charming enthusiast. Seems my opinion was quite wrong. With how things are going so far, I think this will be a wonderful day at the museum. Or so I thought. Check this out! The Ostragon has ancient Greek on it. Is it Ostragon? Yeah, it has ancient Greek on it. It reads, "Sing for the goddess, the rage of the son of Peleus?" I'm not good with, like, mythology names. This is gonna be fun. Raoul's route's gonna be bad. I'm gonna pronounce things wrong and someone's gonna get mad at me. Just simmer down and I don't want to pronounce things. Nothing can curb his enthusiasm for mythology. An ostracon, or a piece of pottery, is getting Raoul so excited. I couldn't keep up with his high-speed lecture. I thought we were supposed to be looking at art, not discussing... Raoul's been guiding me around to the exhibits for vases, pottery shards, and papyrus. Basically, the unpopular exhibits. It's thought that Peleus was actually located near this Ostracon's excavation site. By the way, that's Achilles' father. I don't know if I'm saying his name. I know Achilles, but like... everything else, just go with it. Just go with it. And look at this statue. This goddess statue dates back to 600 BC. See those feathers growing on the arms? No one's sure who the goddess depicts, but I personally believe it could be Juno. Juno, goddess of marriage. Juno? After hearing that, I had a realization. Though Juno is among the DC, because I can't pronounce that, I've never seen her. I heard that she's fiercely jealous. At least that's what Dad said. You see that big sun disk on the statue's head? It said that could be the symbol of Juno, who's also connected to torches and apples. And you do put apples on your head so people can shoot them off with arrows, so like, I get it. I'm with you. I'm with you, Raoul. I see this. Okay. Totally. Additionally, that outfit's similar to the kind of depiction you see in the... Dadakin? Anyway. Dad, I can! Oh, it's spelled. Anyway. I think this Juno is Egyptian in origin. That feels like a pretty suspect theory. Folklore has it that when the statue was excavated, lightning struck the mountains. That's definitely a sign of Jupiter. Juno and Jupiter are the highest ranked gods, right? What a coincidence to have them in the same location, you know? By the way, proof of Jupiter's descent is illustrated on papyrus at a tree being split in half. The tree was the locust. I want you to take a good look. See the strange beast? It's thought to be a divine creature. Look closer. Raoul points at the drawing of a supposedly divine beast. Oh, that sketch kind of looks a bit like Chi. Speak of the devil. I haven't seen Chi in a while. I wonder if he went with Aunt Minerva last time she popped in. Wait a minute, though. Hold on. Wait. We're talking about Juno and Jupiter, right? Jupiter's descent is illustrated on papyrus as the tree being split in half. The tree was the locust. And then here's the thing about a divine beast. We're talking about Jupiter. And then we're talking about a divine beast that looks like Chi. I don't know. That's just one more fucking Jupiter's masquerading as Chi in the fucking column. Look. I'm not saying it's the truth. And it's probably not. I like this theory, though, because it's funny when he's eating dog food. And you're like, if you find out, like, she was Jupiter the whole time? What? That makes using him as a fucking masseuse for our shoulders really weird. Stop! No! You don't make that noise. You stop it. You're bad. Because the second time he did, he needs to know to stop. But, like, and then, like, him eating dog food. It just makes that so much fucking funnier than just, he's a cute little animal, like, who's doing animal things. It's, Jupiter, you were eating dog food. I don't know why it's funnier, so I prefer to keep that in my head as a theory, a working theory. And I'm just saying... Nah. This just puts another check in the, like, Jupiter and Chi are the same fucking thing. Or Chi is definitely spying for Jupiter. You can't convince me not of that. It's one or the other. I mean, kind of both if Chi is Jupiter, but anyway. I was so focused on the papyrus that I initially didn't notice Raoul quietly staring at me. I gasped in surprise. If we take too long at each exhibit, we won't have enough time to see everything. Let's go check out some medieval art. Right, let's go. Maybe this time we can have a nice museum date. Or so I thought. Even though we were looking at art from different eras, Raoul would not stop the myth talk. I have a theory that this red color symbolizes Mars. Wow, look at that Pancration. Oh, look at that Pancration statue. Right, that's like planking or something shit. I don't know what Pancration is. Something they made up in this world, right? What an amazing statue. Who knew a human body could bend and move like that? That was my first thought when I looked at the statue. Have you seen this famous painting before? It's called Primavera? Primavera by Botticelli. Not Botticelli. Botticelli. It's supposed to depict the goddess Venus. Oh, it's Mom. Venus is my mother. She's a free spirit, so I imagine she's doing fine. Though I haven't seen her recently. Lies, yes you have. You just don't know it yet. We know. Take a look at the other side. That's Botticelli. Oh, that's not Botticelli. Did they spell it wrong? I thought they were faking names, like Leonardo da Vinci. Remember? So I was like, Anyway, Born Venus is here too. You're actually putting in like, I mean, I think they changed some things, but like they're basically there. I don't know what it actually looks like off the top of my head, but I mean, like, I know the lady in the shell like that. I don't know if everything's exactly the same. Like, it's usually kept at the Uffizi Galleria. It's a divine luxury to see it in person. It's the first time these masterpieces are here in Lost York history, and I wanted to see them with you specifically. He's so adorable. How do you, like... Just look at the splendid sight, and I can't believe I can see these two pieces together. Simply divine. Raoul's talking a mile a minute again. First it was Botticelli and how he met Venus, or was it how he met Neptune? He went on and on like this for well over an hour. Normally he'd go hoarse after talking for so long, but as expected from a Sillywood star, his voice is invincible. Raoul showed no sign of stopping as he continued to talk. She just doesn't appreciate him the way he needs to be appreciated. The stories themselves are interesting to me on a personal level, so I don't mind. But for regular women, this would be completely off-putting. Not true! Oh, I'm not really regular, so... I mean, there might be a limit, and it really just depends. It, like, you know... You're like, yeah, no, you're excited, but... Okay. Yeah... Maybe on a first date it would be a little bit... You're like, it's a little much, he's a little obsessed. But, like... Having his enthusiasm and being really excitable about it is cute. He does need to learn how to talk about other things, though. I'll give you that. But as his advisor, I want to match him with someone who likes myths, too. Problem is, Raoul has his own interpretations. He's got some pretty controversial opinions, like him thinking Neptune is a woman. That's a landmine for other myth buffs. Then again, everyone thinks Cupid's a boy, so I guess I can't come down too hard on him. But even the slightest difference of opinion can lead to a massive divide in the future, especially if someone's passionate, like Raoul. Pairing him with someone who isn't into myths would be cruel. To them, I guess. Plus, Raoul most likely wouldn't be interested. It's also a little cruel to him, because then they'd be like, oh my god, you're so annoying, and then he'd feel bad. His primary goal is to learn about love. It'd be pointless if it's someone Raoul can't be mildly interested in. Even if I send in a Venusian beauty, Raoul's probably already used to seeing beautiful women in Sillywood. Beautiful members have top choice, so even as a Sillywood actor, there's a high chance a woman wouldn't go for him either. All that's left is... Why are you gazing at the Cupid painting like that? Are you a fan? Well, you did perk up when I mentioned Cupid the other day. Huh? I snapped back to reality and realized I was staring at a painting of Cupid from Botticelli's Prima de Vera. Right. It's because of our company's name. Oh, right. Personally, I'm a fan of Cupid, especially the tale of Cupid and Psyche. Back in college, I remember digging into the myth about Cupid and Psyche. It was quite dramatic, so I was very into it. Oh. I didn't realize there was a choice in the... talk about what you learned in college. Oh, that's probably good. Tell the truth. Feign ignorance. You know, tell the truth. I was actually just thinking about how annoying you are. It's rude. Feign ignorance. Huh? Cupid is a what now? No. Yeah. So, that's just how I imagine it going. Then he'll be really excited. Oh, this is the one where Cupid mistakenly pricks his own finger with a love arrow, only to fall in love with a human girl. Well, yeah, kind of that's what happened. But we don't do the arrow thing. We're like, oh, you know, whatever, I'm Cupid and I'm falling in love with a human man. That matches the description back when I was brushing up on Cupid in college. It's definitely a baseless story. So you do know it! Fantastic! It's such a tragic tale. Oh, look at him. That's what we want, the love points with you. We love you so much. Psyche's beauty was so great that even Venus was jealous. Yet Psyche was in love with Cupid. Cupid tried to hide his godhood by only meeting Psyche in her bedroom at night. They were bound together by such profound love. You know, I don't know the first thing about love, but I do know love when I see it. Those two loved each other deeply. Raoul seems so touched by Cupid and Psyche. I can't ruin this for him. This might be a good chance to use something relatable to teach Raoul about the impactful qualities of love. If Raoul doesn't understand the concept of love, then maybe he'll understand if we use something he can sympathize with. I was reflecting on that as Raoul continued talking about Cupid. In the end, it took us 5 hours to go on a tour of the museum. Naturally, the tour explained everything. I was the only one who was completely worn out as we left the museum. I'm so tired. I plopped down on a bench, exhausted to my bones. Raoul took out a bagel sandwich I bought from a stand inside the museum. This is my late lunch. I usually don't get very hungry when I start debating. I'm starving. But I kept that opinion to myself. Instead, I simply accepted the bagel sandwich and took a bite. Oh, this is delicious. Glad to hear it. It's not as good as ambrosia, but what is? Still, I like Lost York's bagel sandwiches the best. Why did he mention ambrosia? That was my initial thought, but I didn't have the energy to voice it. I just devoured the bagel sandwich quietly. I think that ambrosia is supposed to be the food of the gods, but in Celestia there's no hunger. Naturally, we don't eat anything. All of these human realm myths are fascinating to me. So many of them were created from the minds or wishes of humanity. But some of them are actually true. What a nice day it is. I'm so happy I can talk about myths with you. That's nice, but the bodyguards are following us even to the park. Yes, they're always there. In fact, they're surrounding us at all times. My agent suggested having them. I usually don't need them around, but I'm supposed to when I'm with a girl. Thank you. No worries. After all, I wanted to see you. Oh? Raoul smiled beautifully as he rested his hand on my shoulder. The myth maniac from earlier was completely gone. In his place was a sillywood star with a brilliant smile, and you're like, if you had been like this the whole date, I would have been wooed and we've been having sex already. What the fuck? Just kidding. Can I ask why you always have a facade? What do you mean? Like during the matchmaking party. I wasn't like this? No, you were a completely different person. As soon as I pointed that out, Raoul looked confused. It appears he's not very self-aware. Could it be that his on-camera personality is who he really is? Maybe that's why his romantic acting is so bad. I can only imagine the stress his agent is feeling. He's gonna be the one that, like, the number 2 one that we just, like to tease. Gil is because, like, oh my god, simmer down, Gil, you're crazy. You're like a little dog that's trying to hunt my leg all the time. And then, like, Raoul's just the little dog that, like, runs into the glass door because he doesn't realize it's a glass door and is like, oh shit, and then just keeps doing it because he's too stupid to fucking figure it out. And you're like, you're an idiot, but you're cute. Like, you have the cute and stupid one, and you have the cute and kind of pathetic one. Like, you're like, I kind of like you both, but it's really easy to tease you both. I do love Raoul more, though. I don't know. But that must be tough. You have bodyguards watching you. There's no privacy. Do fans try to crowd you? All the time. And of course, people who hate me come at me out of nowhere. Hate you? There are people who hate you? She's like, I mean, did you talk about myths to them for 5 hours? Because maybe... Of course, there are actors whose roles I took. There are people who just don't like me. It's a hazard of the business I'm in. I love his little fucking, like, wolfy dagger tooth. It's so cute. Oh my, I see. That must be tough. I apologize silently for calling him a myth maniac. In the next moment, Raoul stood up. I have an idea! Let's do a Oh, pankration. I can't get that word. That word is so weird. Let's do pankration! What? You mean the ancient martial art? He mentioned it while in the Parasite house. Plus, we saw a pankration statue in the museum. Is that like a real thing, or do they like do what they always do, like Da Vinci and like fuck it up? Like, I don't know. It sounds weird. But why so suddenly? I'm actually pretty good at pankration. I do it all alone. In fact, let me show you right now. Come on! You're like, I prefer not to wrestle you like this. Well, okay. Huh? Before I could tell him to hold on, he pulled my arm. We were face to face over the grass. Here we go! He flashes an innocent smile as he firmly guards both my arms. And then... This has got to be a CG. Pegration! He put me in a submission hold. This does not look good for her. And he's like, yeah, this is... Okay, Raul, you're definitely an idiot. As I just feel like if you were in this position, you'd be like, this is just really... One, it's inappropriate, but also the fact that you could easily just put a person, a woman in this position is just... It doesn't make a woman feel safe, Raul. It makes her reconsider ever speaking to you again because he's too innocent and stupid to, like, realize what he's doing. But you're like, if you were sinister and just do shit, this danger zone. Like, whoa, oh no, look, we've played enough games where we're like, I'm worried. But it's Raul, so you're like, I don't think he thinks of these things because he's like, Raul, this is just, you didn't realize that if you did this to any other woman, she'd be like, oh my god, he's a rapist! Like, I mean, it's not good. It's not good, Raul. Ow, ow, ow! Whoops! It looks like I went too hard. I took it too seriously. Yeah, I'm also a girl, Jesus. When he heard me scream in pain, he loosened his grip. I'm left in a rather uncomfortable position to free myself from. Also, no woman likes being done to her. Maybe, like, you know, after we have the conversation, like, code words and shit like that. But, like, on a first date, this is not where you wanted to go. You see, if I get on top of you, you can't move. Once I get into this position, I usually win. Again, not the right phrase. That's not... Raul... Is Raul dark and sinister? Because I thought he was just gonna be like... You're gonna be like, oh god, is he the one that puts us in a cage? And we just don't know. Oh no. But I just feel like this isn't appropriate. Okay, I get it. Please let me go. No can do. You need to memorize this position down to your core. It might come in handy if you get randomly attacked. I feel like I'm being randomly attacked. An everyday citizen isn't going to get attacked that often. Well, I mean, he's not wrong, actually. You should be careful, but... I tried to squirm and get away, and Raul loosened his grip some more. But in exchange... Hold on! You're tickling me! Ha, so you're ticklish. Yeah, this is why Raul's never getting married. His soft, giggling breath tickled the back of my neck. Gave me goosebumps. Also, I think if you do this on a first date with enough girls in Sillywood, no one in Sillywood's even gonna do. They'd be like, no, it's not worth it. Even a girl who's like, I just want to sow my wild oats and, you know, maybe I'm just into, like, one-night stands or, like, flings, but, like, not with Raul because he seems fucking crazy. Like, girl, I'm not into that shit. I'm into shit, but not that kind of shit, you know? I'm just saying. Oh, come on, Raul. Give me a break. I turned towards Raul by force and lost my breath. Our faces were really close. Look at the shock in his eyes. Like he just all of a sudden realized, like, oh, am I being an ass? Yeah, a little bit. I could feel our breaths mingling together, making me go still. His hair brushed against my cheek. That was how close to one another we were. Up close, I could easily see that dashing movie star look. Because Raul towers over me, I never really noticed how long his eyelashes were. Again, of course, men, gorgeous eyelashes. Something wrong? Raul flashed a smile as he glanced at me. He tipped his head to the side a little and inched even closer. Wait, is he trying to kiss me? Again, not appropriate. Normally, okay, you're trying to kiss me, but like after this, really, bro? I gasped and came to my senses. It's quite obvious that Raul is trying to kiss me. But he was so charming and smooth that I nearly let him. But kissing without love is improper by my standards. I just can't do that. With all my strength, I grabbed Raul's arm and threw him to the side. Whoa! Oh, he likes that. I think you just impressed him. Uh-oh! Before I knew it, Raul was lying face up on the grass. Sorry, I saw my chance, so I threw you. I walked up to him to make sure he wasn't hurt, but Raul just jumped up and took my hand. Oh, yeah, I told you. That was amazing! That back throw was splendid! You really have good foundation for pancration. Told you. You had to know he was going to be like, that's amazing, I love it. So turned on right now. Oh, dear. Excuse me? Didn't you just get hurt? Oh, I'm fine. I know how to take a fall. Anyway, let's study pancration together. Then we can go to competitions together, too. Oh, my God, Raul. It's like 1 minute you're just his bro, and the next minute he's trying to kiss you. I'm very confused. Raoul, are you gay? Thanks, but no thanks. Even though I refused immediately, Raoul seemed not to hear my words due to his eagerness. Seems to be a common thing with him. He immediately started a detailed lecture about pankration itself. Thus, today's date ended with us at Lost York Park practicing pankration until the sunset. It was good exercise, I guess. Wedding disruption. Time to skip to... Skip. Yes, okay. Skip. We haven't gone. We get to go through. We'll try to get through all the common route stuff. Don't let Gil bear the brunt. Oh, whoops. Skip. Joyful barbecue. We only have a couple more chapters to get there, so we can probably get to Raoul's to start his route at least. Hey, Ryuki. Was he mad about something? Oh, whoops. I keep forgetting that I can skip. All right. And we don't have to do the save file, too, for the common route because we've already done that bad ending where we report her to Instagram and then everybody dies. I don't remember what happened, but it was just a bad ending. We should report her to the police. Skip to next red section, and then we should be in Raoul's route. I would think. But just a few minutes ago, anyway. But at the same time, that end created a whole new challenge for me. What end? Huh. I don't know. Well, I guess that was just what I don't remember that. A private lesson. Oh, he does have a thing in the background. Oh, this is Raoul. And the scene that I remember the strongest in all my life was the miracle that happened when I ate an oyster, because it wasn't me. I'm guessing it's Raoul. Hey, someone's kid collapsed after eating an oyster. Call 911. We need an ambulance. Hang in there, kid. Help's on the way. You'll pull through, okay? People crowded around me and called out to me desperately. But their voices started to fade into distant static. I could tell that my body was shutting down. No amount of vomiting eased the immense pain I was in. Everything ached, remember, because he thinks oysters are evil. I really thought I was going to die right then and there. I thought that was it for me. This was the last moment of my childhood life. Whoever held my soul in their hands couldn't be human. He had a near-death experience. The healing light that covered me was so warm, it was clear that this was something otherworldly. All of this happened at Baltimore's Neptune Festival. Back then I really thought that God existed. In fact, I'm still sure that Neptune descended and saved me. I thought God existed, and then I realized that's bullshit and it's the gods. Goddess Upon the Camel, Part 2, Table Read. And cut. Raoul, something's not right with your read. Oh god, I was like, what the hell's that? How should I put it? You're coming off way too uneasy. It's like you're a stalker. Yeah, okay, you should not be taking advice from Gil then, dude. Makes sense. I was imitating Gil, but I guess I was too far in the wrong direction. Oh my fucking god. Coming like a stalker. Don't be Gil, Raoul. What did he... I did not actually see that coming. That's hilarious. Oh, God. Sometimes when you're on fire, you're on fire. And this is just amazing. I'm sorry. I'm just very impressed with me right now. Oh, just me, like, fucking taking a dig at Gil, and then Raoul being like, yeah, no, I mean... I just assumed because, you know, Gil's kind of like a stalker, but also, like, Raoul and Gil are kind of buddies, so, like, it made sense that would, you know... Oh, fuck, that hurts. The role this time is a handsome yet slightly naive young man that falls for a workaholic heroine. That's basically the path that we're in. Handsome, slightly naive. Kind of stupid is what I would go with, but that's fine. And a workaholic heroine, absolutely. All she can see is work, so you need to have a sort of heroic charm. Maybe a sincere quality, too. Kind of doting, you know? Sincere, heroic, doting. Exactly, and since the heroine doesn't choose you in the end, you'll need to wring some tears out of folks, too. That's why I need you all in this role. All in on this role. You can't just imitate someone. I need you to be personally invested. Are we gonna have to break his heart so we can do this role and then be like, actually, I was totally in love with you, I just wanted you to get the role? The director sees straight through me. All my acting skills that I developed on Parasite House have been rejected. Even my skills from the Mythological Society aren't good enough for the director. Raoul, I know you. That's why I need you to connect to this role. Try and remember the first time you were in love. The first time I was in love? If only I had a time when I was in love. And Raoul just starts crying. But I've never been in love. Unfortunately, I've never experienced a first love at all. Memories of the most shocking event in my life flash in my mind, but that's not good motivation because that's not love. The most traumatic moment in my life isn't gonna work. That's not love. Whatever, it's not love. Fucking, he really is kind of stupid. Oh, he's stupid with like 2 O's. He's stupid. Oh, I love him. God, I love him. Granted, that experience was more divine intervention than love. Well, it's up to you to figure it out, kid. Call it homework. Now, let's get a read on scene 3. Here goes. I was left out of the rest of the table read since I couldn't act the part. This is so not good. It's the first time I've had so much difficulty acting. Up until now, I just put my heart into the role, no problem. Look, he looks so sad. Oh, poor baby. Previously, I played the role of a ruin-defending archaeologist, a heroic soldier, and even a shark-fighting sheriff. A shark-fighting sheriff. I want the titles of these movies. I want to see the movie posters for these. But maybe all those roles just happened to come to me because I was lucky. No, it's because you're really good at being an action star. Yeah. But love and, like, romance movies are different. And, like, action movies, you could actually be, like, a terrible actor and nobody gives a shit as long as the action's good and the special effects are good. They might be like, he's kind of a terrible actor, but you know what? He's hot and, like, I don't give a shit because, like, that explosion was cool. Right? I mean... My agent sighs at the sight of me deep in thought and looks worried. But that won't help me out here. Today I was listening to everyone do their table reads as I wondered how I can act the feeling of love. Aww. Anyway, that's the perfect place to stop because, you know. So, Raoul's route. I'm very excited. So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.